Solo DME's jump runs on a pretty well geared mage. Fire spec, ice block, nothing amazing. This is a fairly typical run. Nothing really went super well, nothing went wrong, except an ass pull. I think it comes in at about 14 minutes for a full reset. You can easily get this down. It's not really worth doing lashers anymore. It takes too much time, and without ice barrier you're gonna be spending half the time healing up, eating food. So only kill the lashers if they're covering a herb. You can see on the minimap there's a herb to my right. You can't get that one with a reset spot on the broken pillar ahead and a frost nova, but it's not really worth it for a dream foil. Most of what you want to do early on is just get used to where the patrols are. You can get through this area in 20 seconds or in 2 minutes. So you just gotta get comfortable with that. This is the pillar for the reset spot. You jump up at one end, go to the other, reset any mob. Right here I'm checking for a dusty tome spawn to the right, while I'm waiting for that patrol to pass. This right here where the tree is in the middle is a safe spot, no patrol will come by. That patrol, however, will catch you if you're not fast enough with this dream foil. The invisible satyr you can see right there. You can't skip it when it's in this position, but it's easier to just kill it. When you come back, it's most likely not gonna be in a position where you can skip it 2 times in a row, so better to just kill it. I'm using ice armor for these guys because they can actually hurt quite a lot. Right here I'm checking for a satyr spawn to the right and a ghost mushroom. If the satyr is up and the ghost mushroom is not, you can blink from the corridor to the pillar. When Hydra spawn is right there at the center between the pillars, you're out of his aggro range and you can just run past him. So you wait at that pillar in the middle until he passes you, and then you just run. There's an invisible satyr up ahead, right where the cursor is, so drink up before you proceed. You don't want to pull 2 satyrs at the same time, because the one in the corridor patrols all the way out here. Nothing this time. This satyr in the corridor can be skipped at both ends of the corridor. There's enough leeway in its patrol route that you can sneak past, as you'll see. But most of the time it's easier to just kill it. It's never really worth it to wait for them to get to a reset spot if you don't have any problems killing them. This guy is super easy if you don't take any stupid risks. You open with a Pyroblast and then you pretty much just cast Scorch and Fire Blast. I don't know why he's not running away. I've not seen that before, but he will for the rest of the fight. When I'm standing in here, that's a safe spot, he'll run away. When I move out here, he comes towards me, and you just juggle that the entire fight, casting Scorch and Fire Blast. About halfway through that pillar is where the line of sight is. You get used to it pretty quickly. When he's casting Sacrifice, you immediately move right and forward. You'll see that right here next time. I'm moving forward and right. I don't know why that works, but whenever I just move right, sometimes he'll sacrifice you even if you're all the way into the ledge. just has something to do with how the line of sight doesn't work, I suppose. Don't ever take a chance on the sacrifice. It's just not worth it. It's always faster to cancel a cast and go out and cast a new one again. If you get sacrificed, which I'll show in a second, you just ice block, wait for him to hit you in the ice block, and then you blink back to the safe spot. I even take a tick or two here just to show that it's really not that dangerous. If you're smart, you'll cold snap immediately after you use your ice block to get it ready again as fast as possible. You shouldn't get sacrificed at all, certainly not 2 times. That little rock that he passes to, right there, that's the point where he starts running right, so when he reaches that rock you just go out and cast. There's no reason to wait any longer. Most of what he drops is worth a few gold, so it's always worth it to pick up everything he drops. You're not gonna get better gold per back slot than his loot in this run, except for arcane crystals, of course. Low health and low mana at this point, but you're probably gonna be waiting for patrols in the atrium here, so that's when you drink up. These lashers slowed me down more than it seems, because the patrol was in the perfect position to just run ahead. And now when I'm done killing them, I have to wait for the patrol to come back again, which is exactly why you pay attention and don't ass pull lashers that you don't need to. I might have been able to blink ahead of this, but if you pull a patrol, it's a minute off your time, at least, to reset it. It's better to just wait 10 seconds. Right next to that thorny root thing, right here, is another dusty tome spawn. I don't even know if they're worth checking for anymore. Nothing's worth anything except for us. Should have been using mage armor on the sacrifice boss. You can resist the sacrifice, and the 15 shadow resistance you get from mage armor is definitely worth it. If you don't have the same level of gear as this guy, you probably want to use it so you don't go as well. I don't need evocate on any boss, so I try to save it in case something goes wrong, but at lower gear levels you might need to evocate on both bosses. I'm drinking here because these trees have massive aggro ranges. It will aggro you. If it's standing in front of the corridor, it will aggro you here where I'm standing now. Always give it enough time to move far away. In the Satyr form, this guy casts Wither and Innervate. Innervate? Wither does a lot of initial damage and a dot. Innervate burns your mana. I think it burns 1200 mana in total, might be 1400 or something. If you've got, you know, just about 7k mana and a ton of spell damage, you don't really have to care about the Innervate, but he can cast Wither on you several times in the fight, because he'll try to cast it basically every time it's not up. That's the one you need to look out for. Pyroblast here, Fireball, then you wait half a second and you cast another Fireball. I immediately jump down, get back up on the rock from behind, jump and run away. That way he's out of range for most of his human form, and I won't get any wither in the first satyr phase. It's random which form he turns into. He swaps every 20 seconds, 15 seconds, something like that. I'm moving forward here so I can cast a fireball on him while he's running away. I was lucky enough to resist the wither, but I didn't notice, so I used a jungle remedy to get rid of it, and only got rid of the innervate. The second wither I pop my ice block. You want to use your cooldowns early, because as you can see he's already at 55%, and I just have no reason to take damage. When he's at 50%, you want him close to you, downstairs, not on the ledge. That way when the imps spawn, you can run up on the ledge, he'll run away. And when the imps are close to you, you can jump down. I fire over them just to slow them down. And I get to the safe spot. If you don't slow the imps down, they'll run way closer to you and might be able to hit you when you're in the safe spot. This happens very rarely, but you want to avoid it. Alternatively, you stay up on the ledge for a bit longer, if possible. So the imps will run up the ledge, and while you're running over to the safe spot here, they won't be able to reach you in time. When you aggro the imps, you also aggro the plants that I have targeted now, the death flashers in the room. Right now I'm just regening a bit of mana. I'm waiting for the death flasher to stop target me. Then I'm gonna jump down and kill the imps. 3 arcane explosions will do at any gear level, but fire blast makes it a bit quicker. I go back up on the ledge to reset the death flashers, and as soon as they reset, if all the imps are dead, you can go in and mine. If you ever go off the safe spot and any imps are alive, you will aggro the imp and all the plants in the room, not the boss for some reason. Killing the plants as a mage is borderline impossible, at least definitely not worth it. So you just want to get some distance on the plant by resetting them continuously on the ledge, and then get the imps alone. The good thing about this farm is you just run out, ride back up, and reset. And that's it. That's a Diamol East jump run on the mage. Fairly run-at-the-mill run, 14 minutes. Good runs will go way faster. I think my fastest run, I was back here in less than 11 minutes. Typical run is just around 12 to 13. So have fun with it.